Or network. Ah! Didn't you hear me? Oh no, it's so embarrassing. Or network. Ah! Did you hear me? Oh no, it's so embarrassing. That was the ONBS song I composed. It's catchy, memorable, don't you? Or network. Ah! Did you hear me? Oh no, it's so embarrassing. That was the ONBS song that I composed. It's catchy, memorable, don't you think? Sure, we'll go with that. Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Raved, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon XD Gale Darkness. I pardon my apologies. Or network. Ah! Did you hear me? Oh no, it's so embarrassing. The way I said that just completely made it sound so fake. That was the ONBS song that I composed. It's catchy, memorable, don't you think? Sure, we'll go with that, Blondie. Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Raved, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon XD Gale Darkness. In the last episode, we brought the Data ROM to Sec at ONBS building in Pyrite Town and got an objective to go to Nett, who is obviously on the top floor, and deliver the Data ROM to him. And in this episode, we are going to explore the facility and do just that. But first, I want to go ahead and show something. Do you guys remember the news? You know, the ONBS news? As in, the one with all the monotone newscasters that I made fun of ever since the beginning of the LP? Okay, we're going live. Cue! It's her in person! We bring you a special news bulletin. Professor Crane, the abducted head of the Pokemon HQ lab, has been safely rescued. Professor Crane had been held captive in Cypher's desert research facility, which was widely believed to have been abandoned. Reports say that Professor Crane was rescued by a lone teen. This incident is evidence that Cypher has returned after apparently being crushed 5 years ago. The authorities fear that Cypher's return could result in more serious incidents. Citizens are urged to be vigilant and cautious. I know that she sounded amazing when she was on TV, but in person it's just perfect. That's a wrap. Good job, Anka. Get it? Anka, Anchor Woman. Ah, this game's names. And we get to talk to her in person too. I'm Anka. I'm a newscaster here at ONBS. My job is to deliver the news to as many people as possible. When I was starting out, I did experience some close calls, but still, I find this job to be fulfilling. Wow, even in person, she still sounds as monotone as ever, even though I'm the one who's projecting the voice for her. And that sounds nothing like a girl. But anyways, I just want to go ahead and show that off, and actually, the reason why I showed that off was not only because it was super cool and super funny to do, at least to me, but it's because we actually need to go ahead and do that. So once you go ahead and done that, since this obviously is a walkthrough, there is a healing machine here should you need to heal your Pokemon, but at this point, even if you decide to cave in for the hotel, there really is no point. So let's just go right up to the top floor, and might I say, the view of Pyrite Town from here is absolutely brown. There is an item box over there, and we will be going to that section a little bit later, but for now, let's just get the main story done. I've been told by Nett not to allow anyone through. He's working right now. Huh? You came from the Pokemon HQ lab? But I still can't let you through. I'll get in trouble if I do. Detro, do we have a visitor? Oh, Nett! This person here says he's come calling from the Pokemon HQ lab. Oh yes, I was expecting him. Please show him through. Oh, sure thing. I'll let him through. Now, please. Nett's waiting for you inside. Okay, so let's go ahead and enter and talk to Nett. And we get this awesome music, and wow. What an official-looking desk. Man, this is awesome. Hello, I've been expecting you. You're Sebastian, right? I'm Nett. And this is Bit. He's my friend and an invaluable partner. Pleased to meet you. We heard from Professor Crane. Sounds like you pulled off a daring rescue. Yes, Bit. But now's not the time to waste chatting. Let's see the data Professor Crane called about. I've deciphered something similar to this before. It brings back memories. Once again, a primary reference to Pokemon Coliseum, in which, back in the day, Nett decoded a similar data ROM that, well, he obviously decoded back in the events of Pokemon Coliseum. So once again, very cool that they did that in this game, and like I said, perfect sequel. Okay, I think it's gonna take some time for me to check the content of this data ROM. Can you wait while I do that? Of course. Hey, Nett, how's this for an idea? Our news team should be out visiting Duking at one of his Pokespots to file a story about wild Pokemon. Since he's got free time, why not have him go visit Duking as well? Hey, that's good. Good suggestion, Bit. Are you interested in wild Pokemon? It wouldn't hurt to go look, you know. Oh yes, may I have your PDA number? I'll contact you as soon as I find anything out. And we give him our PDA number. Thank you. I'll try to decipher this as quickly as possible. By the way, Bit, where is our news team? I think they said the Rock Pokespot. Okay, seriously? You're making us go cross-country for this? I mean, I understand that Rock Pokespot, it makes sense to be near a big puddle of rocks, but still! We have to go all that way? Well, then again, I guess we were kind of closer from the Cypher Lab, but man, talk about distance! Okay, Sebastian, go out to the Pokespot and wait for me to call. Who knows, you may even see some wild Pokemon. So, I'm gonna go and explain this while we're walking over there, and actually going to the back over there. In this game, there are new features, such as, well, a different snag machine, because the snag machine Pokemon Coliseum did look surprisingly cooler, but this is a concept in which we actually do not have to snag Pokemon. We can catch them regularly, and that is the introduction of wild Pokemon in Pokemon XD Gale Darkness. Wild Pokemon, while not exactly like the ones that you would encounter in Pokemon Ruby Sapphire, Gold Silver, and Red and Blue, basically the standard of catching wild Pokemon in the main story games, this game does a good job at explaining a couple of them, and ooh. Hey, don't you think it's too tough for us to pull anything out in this town? Our faces are too well known. Yeah, I hear you. If we don't hurry, the boss will get impatient and come looking for us himself. We're okay on that score. I went to snunk a transmitter on the boss. You can tell where he is by checking his radar. So, we can always be ready for him when he blows his top. I have to hand it to you, Folly. Way to go! Huh? Tried it. Looks like we got email. God, is it a boss? Let's see. You two come back right now, it says. Oh, gosh darn it all. He sounds like he's fuming. He might dock us dinner again. Okay, how does you two come back here now sound like anything but intimidating? Well, so much for this radar. It's not much use if the boss is going to page us by email. Oh man, why do our lives have to be this tragic? Because you're delinquents and you're not giving up your crimes of evil and subjecting to good? Anyways, let's go ahead and go through here. I might say this is quite a bridge. I'm actually surprised this thing does not collapse right under our feet. Like I said, run downtown. Anyways, right over here, you get one Great Ball. So once again, a nice little thing to have in Pyrite Town and everywhere in general. And my name's Rocket. I'm warming up right now. Can I get you clear of the way? Whoa, wait, what? Hold on. Okay. That has never happened to me before. Never in my life. Okay. Buddy, I'm sorry that you were wasted on programming. Rocket, no one knows about you. Hell, I didn't know about you, and I played this game several times through. I'm serious, that has never happened to me before in my entire playthroughs of this game. Mainly because you never go back to that chest more than once. And if you actually do get in the way of him, well, I don't think you guys ever do. So anyways, let's just go ahead and move over to the Pokespot over all the way to the east. Anyways, actually I want to get back on topic of that whole rocket incident. Even though I do know everything about this game, more or less, there are still some things that I do not necessarily know in general, like the rocket incident. Hello, people. It's time for Pofty's Fast Break Report. We bring you news while it's breaking. Today, we're visiting Duking, the discoverer of Pokespots where wild Pokemon appear. Duking is said to be the driving force behind the booming popularity of wild Pokemon in Pyrite. Duking, so is this the Pokespot that you discovered? Hello, Duking here. Yeah, that's absolutely right. For 15 long and torturous years, I toiled, snatch and sleep only grudgingly to find this Pokespot. 15 years? Is that true? Yeah, one shouldn't let details get in the way of the story. Isn't that right, Betty? It's Puffy! I just love how she says that, even though we don't necessarily know how she exactly sounds, but it's still funny nonetheless. Alright, let me explain how one goes about attracting wild Pokemon to a Pokespot. Well, seeing as you're here, wouldn't it be better if I got someone to demonstrate? Oh, you there! Yes, you kid! You'll be perfect. Come over here, mate. Now, I do realize I should give him an Australian accent, but with this music, it's hard not to give him a southern accent. Alright, my friend, let me show you how to attract wild Pokemon to a Pokespot. First and above all else, you need these Duking brand Pokesnacks. Here, I'll give you some. And receive 10 Duking brand Pokesnacks. Alright, my friend, lay those Pokesnacks out on the plate there. Go on now. So yes, this does work a little bit more unique than in Pokemon main storyline games, because that's a game title. You basically get these Pokesnacks that you can later on purchase in the game, and you place them on these circular pedestals here. You can place up to 10, and the more that you have on a Pokespot, the longer you have should a wild Pokemon come and eat the food. Since yes, this does get consumed by Pokemon, roughly one every, I don't know the exact calculations, but what I do know for a fact is that once you do catch one, or if you do come at the earliest convenience, there will be one depleted. So I'll put it on screen right now if I can find any information on that is, about how long it takes for some Pokesnacks to be consumed. So I'm going to go ahead and place 3, just because I don't want to use all of them right now. Very good, mate. That's how you do it. When you've laid out the Pokesnacks, leave the area. Eventually, a wild Pokemon will come along. Just you wait. The more Pokesnacks you lay out, the longer a Pokemon will stay to eat, making it that much easier to catch. This is also important. My specially made spot monitor. This, I'm sure you agree, is truly something awesome. My goodness, you developed this device yourself? Yeah, one shouldn't let details get in the way of the story. Isn't that right, Betty? It's Puffy! By the way, Duking, can you tell us what a spot monitor is? I'm glad you asked me that. My spot monitor is a dandy. Did I just say Mott's monitor? My bad. My spot monitor is a dandy. It lets you know what's happening at any Pokespot wherever you are. Here, my friend, as my thanks for you hearing me out patiently, I'll make a gift of this too. Slide into your PDA. That's all you need to do to make it work. Simple. And once again, we get this awesome animation with this thing going in and wonderfully showing off our 89 Poké-Dollars from spending all of it on Pyrite's wonderful milk. Alright, now you're set. Now, when a wild Pokemon appears in any Pokespot, your spot monitor will respond and alert you. I found 3 Pokespots in all. There's one to the west of this one here. That's right, around there. Alright, at least that's more reasonable than going all the way out east. Use these Pokespots and catch yourself some wild Pokemon. Give it a try, mate. Indeed we shall. And might I say, catching wild Pokemon in this game is actually kind of fun. There are a certain amount of Pokemon that you can catch, so it can't be literally all 386 Pokemon, excluding the legendaries and event ones. But more or less, there are quite a few, which I will list on screen at a later time. I'm not going to list it right now because we're only getting started. Alright, so let's go ahead and place some Pokesnacks here, and before we can... Howdy, Duking. Oh, it's you! You're the lad who helped us out on that news show. Thanks much, mate. Who do you think you are, Tom Nook, by saying thanks much? I'm surprised you came out to a place like this. It must mean you're seriously interested in wild Pokemon. That's marvelous. This makes it all worthwhile my teaching you, I mean. So, you fine upstanding land lover of wild Pokemon, I have some information that you'll find to be special. But, my friend, I also have a favor to ask. That's a fair deal, right? Sure. What do you have in mind, Duking? Yeehaw! Thank you kindly. You see, there are several Pokemon that hardly ever show up at Pokespots. Trapinch, Surskit, and Wooper. I'm having a rotten time of it trying to catch those 3. If you were to catch them, I'd gladly trade you some of my Pokemon, mate. I'm counting on you, mate. I gotta be on my way now. Whoops, mustn't forget. I promised to give you some special information, didn't I? If you go way off to the northeast, there's a Pokespot that's hard to find since it's inside a cave. That's my favorite Pokespot. You've got to go see it. Well, I guess I should be going on my way. Real pleasure chatting to you again, mate. I'll be heading back to Pyrite. Come visit whenever you'd like. Let's meet again, mate. Adios. And might I say, this guy is extremely buff. And unlike the other bodybuilders in this game, this guy actually lacks, or doesn't lack, lower body strength. He is all around a genuine bodybuilder. And I like that. So let's go ahead and place some more Pokesnacks over here. We'll place 4 for now. And might I say, this oasis is absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at that. I understand that in a lot of Egyptian and Eastern, well, from here it's Eastern anyways, Eastern lore and folk tales and all that, there's like an oasis that appears throughout the desert that you can go to that's like full of tropical life, and it just looks so beautiful seeing the water around here, the grass, and then the desert out to the north with the clouds and the rocks, and it's so beautiful. And you know what? On that note, I think we're gonna end the episode off here. So next time on Let's Play Pokemon XD Gale Darkness, we're gonna move over to the Rock Pokespot and see what other Pokemon can be found there. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. And also, I had a bit of a southern accent at the end of that. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time. Also, you're not gonna have to hear that anymore. You're welcome.